So moving on to social media, I guess you can class this as social media. There was a bit of outrage on social media, particularly on Twitter, regarding news that the special assistant to President Buhari on new media, Bashir Ahmad, and a company known as Alder Consulting had decided to withdraw from the new media citizen and governance conference in Abuja. I believe the assistant to the president had said he would not share the same panel as an individual known as Bobrisky. Now, for those of you who don't know who Bobrisky is, I don't know too much about him, but basically you could say he's a bit of a Snapchat phenomenon. He cross dresses, he applies a lot of makeup, and one thing where I disagree with him is that he advocates for bleaching, for people to bleach. Personal assistant to the president on new media released a statement which is on screen now. I have received several messages and calls from friends, tweets, and even colleagues in the media on my attendance at the NMGC conference, most commending me for rejecting to share the podium with Mr. Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky. Others decrying my non-attendance. Indeed, I will not be attending the NMGC conference tomorrow and have since communicated that to the organizers. I thanked them kindly for the invitation, and they also respected the fact that I would be unavailable for the event. You may contact the NMGC organizers for more details. Thank you, and it was signed by him. A number of people come out on both sides. Some for Bobrisky, some for Bashir Ahmad. I believe Alder Consulting withdrew because according to them, Bobrisky embodies some personality traits that the management found highly objectionable, and as such, they withdrew their representative from the, conference. My take on it, as usual, I'm a bit mixed. So, half and half. With Bobrisky, I don't really care about Bobrisky. Like, if he's doing his thing and making his money, I don't care. If he's gay, I don't really care. But just to indulge this conversation, with Bobrisky, the only thing I would say that I found out apparently was that he advocates for people to bleach their skin. If that's really true, if he really advocates for people to bleach their skin, I'm not for that, because I believe people should be comfortable with whatever their skin they're born in, and lighter does not mean you're more beautiful. Darker does not mean you're more beautiful. You as a person are more beautiful by just being yourself. So if he advocates for, being, bleaching, if he wants to bleach, that's his personal prerogative. He can do whatever he wants. He can wear women's clothes. He can put on all the makeup he wants. I don't care. But don't advocate for things that are unhealthy and have no real value to people just because you do them. That's my only beef with him. If he is gay, who cares? How does him being gay affect you? And that's where I come to Bashir Ahmad and this Alder Consulting Group. I think this shows this behavior is very sanctimonious. This kind of, I have more, piety, or I'm a more upright person than you because I'm not gay. Like, we all do our own fucked up shit. We all commit our own sin. Nobody is perfect in the eyes of God. Why is being gay such a frowned upon thing? Like, does it hurt anybody? No. Does it affect you in any way? No. So why would you not want to share a stage because somebody is gay? Is he telling you to fuck him? Is he telling you to, suck him off? No, he's just sharing a stage. And I believe this would have been a good opportunity to actually have a conversation with him, to understand his own strategy with media. A lot of things that these big corporations and these big government institutions and whatever have no real understanding of is how the new media works. And people like Bobrisky have been able to be very successful in this kind of short attention span and volatile media environment. If anything, you should want to talk to him to understand how he keeps his audience keeps the attention of his audience. I'm not saying you should learn how to be gay. I don't think The only thing he has to him is that he's gay. He is able to maintain an audience, and certainly for Alder Consulting, it would have been a good opportunity for them to understand how he keeps his audience, keeps their attention with his audience, for how he interacts with his audience, because audience interaction is another important aspect of new media, of things like Twitter and Snapchat and so on. So with them withdrawing, also with Bashir Ahmad, he is a government official. He represents every Nigerian, irrespective of their sexual orientation. You are a representative of the Nigerian people. You no longer have the privilege as a private citizen to say, I will not do this and I will not do that. So long as you are representing Nigerians, I believe you saying something like that was very wrong. And I sympathize in this regard with Bobrisky. Whatever he wants to do with his personal life is nobody's business. But if he has certain strategy, effective strategy regarding new media, and that's what this conference is about. This conference is not about homosexuality. It's about new media. Certainly, I believe they could have gained one thing or two things from him. And this was completely an unwise move from Bashir Ahmad and from Alder Consulting.